All right. Against all odds, I'm back for game three because, yeah, IIT pulling out the comeback. Apparently, they had won game two, which I'm really sad about that I wasn't able to spectate because that seems like an awesome way to come back with a low diamond high plat against GM. So unless they're straight up trolling or just IU just sandbagged it just to have me cast a game three, either way, I will do my due diligence and finish it off for excuse me this best of three matchup. Wow, was not expecting that at all. So same three bands coming across for IIT. IIT now on the red side. Zed, Bundu, Draven taken out. However, I think we saw some different bands because Kane, Fiora, Vagar. I thought they had. Anyway, um, so I'm really interested to see what the game two comp will be. What their game two comp was if I ever. Maybe they'll DM me it, but looks like across the board it's the same lineup, so no substitutions taking place. Um, and so yeah, it's gonna be the Morgana Syndra being taken for IIT here. Purple theme, I like. Morgana gonna be likely to support Syndra. Mid lane again. Now being taken away from IU this time. We saw game one, Syndra was making that Victor on Plu his expletive. So yeah, that's still going to be going back to the Lucian Braum bot lane though. So IIT looking like they're committing for their junglers and their mid laners here. Um, Maybe the marksman not going to be picked up in this rotation. Yeah, it looks like Draco will be on that Lee Sin. Second round, second phase of ban's going to be coming out now. The top and mid available still being left out, so that's going to be a Renekton. I think we saw that they did have a Jax in game one. I don't think it was necessarily the uh, like the instigator for like how why they lost from that snowball from game one, but it's always going to have that split push prowess, and we saw Aatrox have a decent sized CS lead against it, so I don't think we're going to be seeing like a Jax ban per se. Garen, of all things, going to be taken out. That might have been what IIT was flexing for game two. It's an unusual ban coming out there. Don't in World still we do see like that Garen UB and whatnot. So Garen mid, I think, one game. Don't remember. Final ban going to be coming out. It is going to be a Jax. So it seems like IIT just doesn't want to be having any reminiscence of the game one issues, and IU going to be responding back in kind with that Aatrox. So we're going to be seeing a completely new top lane matchup. Excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. Oh, it's one of those ones that doesn't actually go away. My bad. Play the Silver Scrapes. I'm gonna play this Silver Scrapes 100% during the 3 minute waiting time. Hold on, gotta get that song ready. Silver Scrapes. And all right, yeah, I'll have that play for sure when we're going through. But Oriana gonna be taken now for the mid lane for Plu. Now going to be the last pick. Is coming for IU. 3 seconds left onto the clock. What's it gonna be? Timer taken down to 0. It's gonna be the Yasuo. Likely we're gonna be seeing that in the top lane. So looking like IU looking to go for that 1v1 matchup. They're confident. Knock-up abilities though, only really having that Braum ult, and Braum ult notorious for not really being able to get them off unless you're right in front of them. Spoken from a Braum player himself. But speaking of Brahms, that is what is Protector's specialty, even in the club of Braum. But it's going to be Kennen as well. So looking like Yasuo mid then perhaps, Kennen top. Okay. And then the Echo jungle. And meanwhile in the bot lane though, no marksman being chosen for IIT, so they are going for the uh going for that world's bot mage lineup that we see. So marksman, just if IIT is going to be able to prove a point about how useless marksman is this season, now's the time for it. um 3 TPs coming in here for IIT, 2 ignites though for mid and bot for IU, so they're going to be looking for that engage. Again, we saw that level 2 advantage that IU was able to push straight off, but Morgana with her spell shield, she's going to be able to hopefully be able to negate that effect. Syndra with her knockup, if they're able to land that CC chain, it's going to definitely put IIT IIT back on the board for sure. Hopefully it's going to be a spicy game. But yeah, we'll take a quick break, and then once we get started, games 3 on the way. All right, timer clicking down now to 0. And again, this will be what determines the winner for the first week for CSL. So we're going to be getting ourselves into the game shortly. So again, for IU, Kennen, Echo, Yasuo, Lucian, Braum. And for IIT, on the red side, Urgot, Lee Sin, Orianna, Syndra, and Morgana. So, again, the bot lane mage setup again versus the marksman, it really is. It's going to be all down to their coordination for that CC chain. Is going to be nasty. We're probably going to likely be seeing Lee Sin all over the map to be able to help support all teams to be able to get them those kills across, but Game 3, let's get it. I'm excited to see if IIT learned their lessons in the first game. You know, Vision's definitely going to be critical for that first blood. In order, we saw Draco have a difficult time in his jungle pathing decisions. I think a couple of those netting a lot of unnecessary kills. I think IIT conservatively already putting out some warding looking like they're not even going to be waiting for any, not even letting IU get a chance to go across their river. So we're going to have to be keeping our eyes out. So, interestingly enough, I think this one is Draco's ward. Nope, this one's Syndra, and this one is Morgana. So Syndra Morgana putting another ward. Maybe we Lee Sin, I think that would be his ward. Correct. So, yeah, that's a common strat to be able to get the vision first, and then the Oracle lens will be able to maybe scan out any wards on their camp. So, 10 gold. You never know when you're gonna need it, but the camp's gonna start spawning soon. So looking like Echo, Braum, Lucian gonna be going for the red buff in the bot side first. Meanwhile, Lee Sin going for the red. So we might be looking at a potential invade. Kennen not putting any wards onto his blue buff is going to maybe leave IIT with a chance to be able to map out a quick level 2, level 3 pathing through the top side there. Bot side here going to be coming out finally, and yeah, we're going to have to definitely, I want to be making sure we're keeping our eyes on what they're going to be choosing to level up. Oh, a little bit of a delay there. Couple autos traded. So poor on the Morgana going to be leveling up the Q first, and Syndra, I believe she has her Q as well. Interestingly enough, I mean, if we're going to be flexing mages, if IIT's confident about flexing mages across, you know, maybe this is kind of like similar to like those G2 comps where you have like perks and caps switching off, going to ADC mid lane respectively, but level 2 coming in across all the boards, don't really see any stronger engages. First Q going to be shot out, not going to land on any IU members. Lee Sin though now just finishing up his blue buff after doing a red Krug blue clear. It's going to be hitting level 3 with that. Yeah, let's see. Actually, give me a quick second. I want to see if they looking for the first gank. That lens coming in handily to be able to get that out of the way. Braum, I think, taking a bunch of damage there. Unfortunately, didn't actually see it, but we're gonna have to hop out back to Lucian's safety. Pop a pot. I think they'll be okay. So Lucian, Lee Sin coming up for a roam. Orianna kind of not really at the angle to be able to look for it. No wards either for the Lee Sin to look for a hop either. That is one of the downsides of the Oracle lens first. So we're gonna have to make sure that, you know, for Lee Sin, those ward hops are definitely, you know, part of the play style that's common place. But gonna be going for the scuttle here. Echo just finishing his. He's actually just a bit ahead, I believe. Yeah, so maybe about half a level ahead here, but doesn't look like they're going to be doing any more than just setting out some roams here. Lee Sin's going to be able to finish that scuttle, so they're going to know when that Echo comes down. Red side going to be pushed back about the tower, so no real opportunities here for the Echo. He's going to start his first back. Lee Sin will probably just keep going with his camps, not going to be looking for any backs as of yet. Ping's coming out, thinking that they've got some vision across. Echo going to actually be going for his first invade. He will be seeing the Lee Sin, but the the level advantage is there. Echo not actually for yet. The scuttle helping out in favor. But Plu taken dangerously low. He's that's a quick Q stab and an auto to be able to finish it off. The nice Oracle lens coming into play twice now that we've seen. We saw it happen when he came to the bot lane, and we see it now for the Wolves. We see the flash. The flash from Poro and the Ignite, though, not going to be able to actually finish it off. Take a quick look. So lane pushed up to S. Nice E, nice Q, landing it even with the Braum hop. Taken very close. He's going to try to look for the flash, it looked like, but forces the heal from Lucian. So, yeah, you know, Ignite's advantage. It negates that healing. Healing effects by 40%, yeah, that's the term for it. So, gonna actually be having the Hawks push themselves up to this lane. Don't think they're going to be getting any turret gold. They're probably just gonna look for a speedy back in order to match the pacing with IU's back. But that's gonna probably be a I'm not really familiar with mage actual builds, so whatever it is that's popular for mages. So it's going to be 2 spellbooks, looking like maybe the... I don't have to buy menu up on it, but maybe Eluden's first item? I know that those ones have 2 spellbooks. Morgana, though, gonna upgrade it to Frostfang, gonna take 2 Control Wards, not even opting for boots yet. Looking like she might not actually have the gold for it. Yeah, you're pushing it when you don't have that much, but 950, yeah, 950, so no, she won't have that. The Lee Sin, though, doing a good job about keeping up to speed. Echo actually behind in terms of the XP, so we'll likely be seeing Lee Sin get first to level 6 unless there's going to be any crazy ganks. We've been leaving out a lot of attention from the top lane, but the Shy matching pretty evenly with the Kennen, so good to see, you know, that kind of confidence from the top laner, even with that kind of rank disparity. That's definitely something we'll have to keep an eye for. But as Echo finishes up this Gromp, we might be having a potential gank for the coming in first. So gonna have to keep our eyes on that. Looking like he's gonna actually just be pathing down. So looking like they're both top laners now level 6 actually. So and mid lane as well. But the Shy looking for a little bit of harass, landing a couple of abilities, but no ganks is coming in first. Actually, sorry. First gank could be coming here for the first fight. Looking like Lee Sin wants to fight for this. Orianna around. IIT looks like they want to commit for this, but is the help there available? No kick. Gonna be landing it. A lot of shielding there for them. The ult gonna be first blood there for the Hawks, but the Kennen ult is coming in to clean up the members. A flash from Plu gonna take him away. IU quick to respond. Urgot with his TP too late, not having to angle. He's gonna be caught between a rock and a hard place, unfortunately. Might have to force his flash out to get away. One more hit would do it. Gonna be able to get out. Yeah, that's a... Let's take a quick look at that fight all over again. A lot of stuff happening. So we see the first blood IIT. Draco commits for this play here onto the Lee Sin. Ori ult going to land, but all of the stacks from Braum coming up, and at this point it's just all following it up. No shield onto Morgana as well, selflessly putting it onto the Syndra, and it already expires by the time that Kennen comes in with his ult, so she gets the full run, forcing the flash from the Braum to have the passive work. Yeah, it's gonna be quick response. That's the 5v5 synergy coming into play. First blood though advantage coming in for Syndra, that might help things out a little bit in terms of their bot lane 2v2. We saw that they were able to show some advantages there, but 2 kills onto Lucian might have him have a couple items on his first back, and in response just doing a quick fast forward, so we're keeping ourselves up to pace. It's going to be the Infernal Dragon, first dragon taken here in IU's. Lee Sin taking a little bit of harass here from the Yasuo. As the buffs are spawning, that's going to be important, like if he commits to it, but he's going to back all the way. Looking like IU going to be backing as well. Another 1v1 engage. Blue going to have to keep himself word. He's going for the Zhonya's first item. Meanwhile, back with the Urgot Kennen. Looks like just Kennen pushing himself all the way up to lane. Lucian able to be spotted by the Yasuo vision. He's going to finish up the red buff. Blue buff is going to be available, but the ult from Yasuo looking like he's going for it. The trade kind of even, but Lee Sin around the area might be looking for another gank. Bush is unwarded, so but Yasuo, knowing that he saw the Lee Sin earlier topside, is probably expecting it. Syndra going for another back. Yeah, it's going to be the Ludens, I believe, is the first item with that Lost Chapter and Blasting Wand. Stopwatch is going to be available at the 10-minute mark, 45 seconds. If Morgana with the level 6 ability could look for an all-in flash, but we'll have to see. It's all about the pacing now. We have the Urgot, though, facing a 1v2 gank. He's going to be instantly popped off by Speedy there. Another Kennen ult coming into play. Urgot ult not being used, though. Pink's coming out for Echo as he wants to be taking a look at this, but Lee Sin's going to be all the way on the other side of the map, finishing up the blue buff. Blue here. Not having the most successful of lanes, unfortunately. 20 CS deficit is going to put him about 400 gold behind. Echo now approaching within IIT's jungle, but nothing there for him. Looking like they're going to be committing for a first tower plate here. Lee Sin there just a little bit, just to detract them from any more. Gonna absorb some of this XP here. Gonna keep him nice and topped off. But one thing to note, we were talking about the Lee Sin having that level advantage earlier. That has gone now, actually. Because once he finishes it, he'll be level 8. But it's about, yeah, half a level ahead, I would say, in favor for it. But Lee Sin coming all the way around from lane here. So IU, excuse me, with no vision here. Braum might look to be putting something down first. They don't see where he is still, but the Echo is around. So this could be the matchup that they need to get the game started. Ping's coming out. IIT rotating here on the bot side. Yasuo pinging that's missing. Looking like they want to be setting up a play while they have their ults available. Morgana with her Ignite available as well. Morgana going to be landing it first. Going to be getting the knockup, but it's going to land on the Lee Sin first. The knockup only going to be getting it onto the Braum. Lucian ult going to be taking a decent chunk. But 4 members now from IU converging. Clue not there to help out. Turret plating still available though for all plates is still available for IIT. Orianna though looks like they don't want to be calling any more fights. No ults used besides Braum and Lucian's, I believe. So IIT at the ultimate advantage could be looking maybe for an aggressive 2v2, especially with that stopwatch. All going to really depend. Summoner's still available for them both. Orianna kind of pinched in between the Echo and Yasuo. Lee Sin finishing, starting to finally go for some clears onto his blue camps. Conservatively putting out a Q there. He'll be okay. And yeah, so we saw the Shy falling down to that 1v2 gank. So Echo getting a bunch of assists through his helping out his solo laners out a bit where he can. Lee Sin yet to see anything on the board as of yet. Couple of trades though. Shy still holding out strong. So keeping that in mind though. Lee Sin not gonna be spotted with his Q thrown out. Blue definitely still having a hard time maintaining mid lane with now almost a 30 CS deficit. So we've seen that be expanded, but with the dragon spawn, looks like they'll handily take it. IIT really not ready to go for it. We saw earlier though that Draco is confident in terms of taking those heralds, so he wants to look for the fight. Gonna land the ult kick, but the ult is available for the cannon. That's taking a ton of damage. Takes a couple of honey fruits. It's gonna be forcing the flash out. Nice stopwatch to dodge that Urgot ult, but. And the rest of IU there, that's the mechanical prowess that shows up. And that's going to be letting this Echo take the Rift Herald. And unfortunately, the lead though, you know, not starting. It is 4K. It's not, but most of it's contributed to kills, I believe. Not necessarily turret plating. IT only about half their turrets. Really mid lane, the one that's only struggling the most, but 2 kills onto the Kennen is going to be putting him at a 1.5k gold advantage for both the Urgot. Some shutdown gold as well, and Urgot, yeah, with no items besides some level 2 boots against the Hextech Kennen is going to be leading to some really big problems. If they look at the Rift Herald as well, it's going to be just continuing to widen that gap. 3 members now for IU onto the top, looking like they might want to look for a fight. Draco throws out a blind Q, not going to connect, but the 2v2 going to be doing a lot of damage there and not able to get the kill, but he didn't have ult either to follow it up with. Let's take a quick look at what happened here. The tag going to be landing onto the members, but yeah, the Syndra being too late to land her ult lets Braum take it all in for behind his shield, unfortunately, and that's a little bit of IIT coordination that we needed to have them have that split-second reaction to have everyone converge, unfortunately. And yeah, now we're at this point of the game where things are starting to fall out of control in IIT's hands. So we're going to see, likely, we saw no towers have fallen yet. The turret plating is gone, but the Rift Herald is going to be put down here into the mid lane. Looking like they'll probably be able to finish this off in the first one. And consecutively, going to be tier 1 in the bot lane falling as well with this wave. Maybe. Nope, they're going to back. IIT, though, needs to be unable to hit Shelly's second charge. Going to be taking tier 2 turret with only about 2k health left.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
And yeah, the dragons working definitely in favor for IIT here, unfortunately. Working in favor for IU, unfortunately, excuse me. Another ult being used by Kennen to hold it back, but Urgot though, unfortunately, Echo all over the map. Lee Sin having a hard time to be able to match up against that. He's going to force the flash. No stopwatch here for them. The ult not going to land, unfortunately, onto the member that they needed, on the member that the Shy needed. Kennen's going to be able to get away with another kill here. And it is looking quickly unstoppable, I believe. No, not yet. 303. 300 gold bounty, 540 Lucian. The mage bot lane, I thought we had something there, but I think it's maybe just those small misplays, those small missteps that's not letting IIT be able to capitalize on that. Yeah, the rotations, the shot calling, I think, very clear from IU that they know what they want and they know when to get out right after. Orianna going to be tagged a little bit. He's going to take a decent amount of damage with that. One auto will do it. Blue, unfortunately, walking back to lane selfishly. Morgana here, too. Not sure if they're going to land. Nope, they won't stay anymore. Yeah, Blue without his first item. And Yasuo with that split push potential. He's going to be just taking his own lane control here. Kennen now, with 2 items, Zhonya's and Hextech, is going to be dangerous with the TP available as well. So even if IIT tries to go for the this third Drake that will be spawning, I don't know which one it will be yet. Don't think we see it yet. But a TP flank could be deadly and actually spell disaster for IIT, unfortunately. IIT, though, trying to see what they can do to get themselves some kills on the board. 10-1 now. 10k gold lead here for IU. It's going to be difficult. It's all in the CC training that they need to be able to work together. The spell shield going to be on the Syndra, but look at that damage coming across. Not going to be able to do anything. Braum not going to be able to help out. The knockup going to be coming in. Stopwatch being used by Mort, but she's going to fall pretty quickly after that, unfortunately. Yeah, unfortunately, it's just the not enough to be able to follow through. That's going to be an ult. That's going to be the knockup that he tries for. Another stopwatch being used here for Blue. Going to be quickly taken care of, though. Syndra now dangerously low. IU looking like they might try it for a flash engage. Going to be actually able to get tagged and forcing Echo. Let's Echo dive right in and ult right back out. And yeah, this is going to be probably an inhib turret falling. The Shy, though, full health, but can't really take anything against 3-4 fed members of IU. IU quick to shut down the Hawks here in this game 3, looking like. Alright, you had your fun game too. Now it's our turn. Damn, I really wish I could have been able to get the get game 2 casting the Hundo. IIT looks like they want to respond, though, after this Dragon, looking like they don't want to just keep letting them in, but Morgana without her flash, you're not going to have to engage. And yeah, so you're going to have members of IIT pushing out for no reason when they can be capitalizing on camps or minions, but IU, again, they are dictating the pace of the game. What IIT can do, they won't do, and what they can do, IIT can't do anything about it. So, unfortunately, yeah, this is kind of one of those things where the game is just quickly losing control here. 2k gold lead for Lucian. What about 2k here for Yasuo? Almost 3k there for the Kennen, and yeah, it's unfortunate, really. The Lee Sin, even with some just that one fight, really was what led to it. Win 1 not going to be able to connect, but look at that damage. He wants to commit for the kick. Going to be committing it for it, so they want it. But the TP now here for Kennen is going to be really a loss in IIT. He forcing his flash out. Going to be walking right into the Kennen ult. E to hold him just alive just for a little bit, forcing the Pex flash out. Echo going to be taken really low, but he's got the ult to keep him okay. He's going to flash right through the plant knockup, and Lucian is going to be dominating the fight here on a rampage now. Syndra going to be taken very low as well. She's not going to be able to hold on much longer. IU looking like they might want to be finishing the game here with the super minions in play. Yeah, Syndra just not healthy enough to take the game. Forcing the ult here. Going to be getting Lucian low, but still just that damage from the members. Echo might actually get the kill here just from the landing. Urgot desperately trying to go for the ult. Not going to be able to land the Kennen. Yeah. Yeah. it's just those small misplays, and then yeah, a little bit of that mid-game confusion. I think just IIT unable to kind of decide on what they want to commit to from that point on. It's just yeah, letting IU take complete control of this game now. First Nexus Tower going to be falling, and likely we're just going to be seeing one last back, maybe a polish with a Baron, and then yeah, I think that'll be spelling out IIT's loss here for game 3, unfortunately. Poro trying to put what vision he can, walking in blind, unfortunately, for a lot of these bushes. You know, taking a quick look actually at our vision score. Yeah, we're definitely Echo, you know, while not necessarily the one that's getting the kills, he's the one that's enabling it for his team. Walking into this tri-bush now, Lee Sin's gonna be there, gonna be dodging it. But Kennen with that TP fight, we talked about this before. Are they gonna be able to finish it? No, the Braum shield once again holding them in place. Orianna wants to commit. He is tagged with the Q. Lucian looking like he wants to go in. Lee Sin's gonna be finally taken out. Still no kills for IIT. That's a nice knockup if it was able to work with Ori, but her ult is on cooldown 5 seconds, 3 seconds. Not able to coordinate yet, but Urgot gonna try hard to do what he can. Still so low from IIT. Is Orianna going to commit for it, though? Gonna be able to get the kill. Can she save Lucian with her ult? No. And this is going to be likely just be a quick follow-up finish. Yeah, unfortunately, just Blue, unfortunately, able to... wanting to commit whether he wants to back out or not. But the GG's coming out in chat, looking like this will be the end for it. Lee Sin back now, going to be able to get a quick shutdown goal, but two members, the Lucian is really going to be the one that they want to be able to looking for to kill. The close coming out from Orianna. Not sure if that was being in good faith or a little bit of salt leaking out there from the IIT. Going to be another inhib turret falling into place, and now we have an open Nexus. Don't know if IU wants to just commit for the 5v5 play again, or they maybe want to just polish it off with the TP. You're going to see Plu go for the TP, not going to really be able to get much, just positioning himself now for the Baron, but with only Orianna at the ready, it's going to be a 4v5 fight likely. Wait, what the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my lord, what am I watching? So Morgana flashing forward from the Baron pit, losing their minds straight off, I think. They just were like, you know what? It's been a long day. I don't think I can take this anymore, so you're gonna have Inhibs respawn. Straight up surrender vote coming in for the red team, but it's not actually gonna go through. So looking like at this point, yeah, 13 seconds left onto the clock. This is just a formality at this point. Blue holding on with what she's got, but it's got a Zonia. Do they want to look for a fight? Not looking like it. Looking like they want to actually commit for a fight. Just make a statement here. Indiana versus Illinois. Who's the better one? Nope, that will be the game. Yeah, unfortunate. We just saw, yeah, just IIT lose control after those first skirmishes, not being confident in terms of how they wanted to go with their engages, and then, yeah, a lot of those small misplays, a lot of those commitments that they tried to make, a lot the damage negated a bunch of times with the Braum shields. That's all about the CD management that they're gonna need to keep in mind. A perfect KDA coming in for a Kennen, Lucian, Braum. So, yeah. The damage chart, checking a quick look. Yeah, Syndra dominating it. Orianna having a tough time against the 1v1 laning phase against Yasuo, and then a lot of those rotations that you had, the Yasuo coming down all the way, Orianna just sticking it with mid, hovering around river but not committing for it, unfortunately. And so, yeah, Lee Sin, though, while a less aggressive jungle invades, though, the coordination needed to be able to execute those ganks, I think, definitely needs a lot more work in order for that matchup against this kind of rank disparity. But I think that's going to take it for us back to the spectate lobby, and yeah, that will be Hawks Division 2 in the CSL Star League. taking a loss here for their first game of the season, 1-2 against Indiana University Bloomington, 1-2. That'll do it for us today. For Division 2 games, I might be back in the next hour for Division 3. Depends on if they accept the stream. But again, for those that are watching, thanks again for stopping by. Appreciate you for tuning in. And if you have any questions about our program, always feel free to ask us on chat. Any feedback about the stream, my casting, my gameplay, anything like that, always willing to take feedback. So that'll do it for us today, though. Alvin Moy, signing off.